Today, I'm ruining NBA history with the Ball family. We'll be having LaVar, Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo's careers play out all in one video. And the goal is for them to stop Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James from winning championships, as well as to become the best family of all time. We're starting in 1992, so Michael Jordan only has 2 championships, and we're putting LaVar in the 1992 NBA draft. I don't even know the draft order. The Minnesota Timberwolves have the first pick, and they're going to take Shaq. Alonzo Mourning's going to get picked second. LaVar Ball's not going to go top 3. He's not going to go top 5 either. Let's see, is LaVar going to go to the Clippers? He's not, so he's not top 10. And LaVar's going to go number 13 to the Miami Heat. He's starting off at a 73 overall. Let's see if the team's any good. They have Glenn Rice, and LaVar Ball's going to be fighting for minutes. There are 2 power forwards that are better than him. The only category I can see LaVar getting top 10 in is rebounds. I mean, that's literally his archetype. And low-key, he could be top 10 in points if he develops his scoring throughout his career. And in LaVar's first season, he's going to be coming off the bench as the 10th man. In LaVar Ball's NBA debut, they lose by 2. He had a pretty good game. He had 12 points in just 14 minutes. David Robinson's going to win the MVP, and Shaq's going to win the Rookie of the Year, averaging 25 points and 9 rebounds per game. He's not on the All-Rookie first team, and he's just barely going to make the All-Rookie second team. And in his rookie season, he averaged 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. Oh my gosh, he shot 7% from 3 and 41% from the free throw line. He took 27 threes and only made 2 of them. And as for the Heat, they're the 8th seed in the playoffs. And in LaVar's first ever playoff game, he put up 4 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Heat just need to win 2 more games to make it out of the first round as an 8th seed. And the Bullets are going to force a game 5. Whoever wins this game makes it out of the first round. And the Heat are going to make it out of the first round and upset the 1 seed. Glenn Rice carried with 31 points, and LaVar Ball had 6 points. He shot perfect from the field. And just like that, they're on to the second round to face the 4 seed Cavaliers. How are the Heat up 2-0? Why is this team actually good? The Cavs are going to win game 3 and tie the series up at 2. The Heat might actually blow a 2-0 lead here. The Cavs go up 3-2, and the Cavs are going to win 4 straight games to eliminate the Heat. Let's see who's going to win this championship. It's going to be Clyde Drexler and the Portland Trailblazers. So Michael Jordan's still at 2 championships, and the sooner LaVar Ball gets better, the quicker he can stop Michael Jordan's legacy. And after every season, we're going to be able to help LaVar Ball's team in the NBA draft. The Heat have pick number 14, and we're going to take Nick Van Exel. And it looks like we did a good job because all these guys under him are lower overalls. So now entering season 2, LaVar Ball is up to a 79 overall. And LaVar Ball's the best power forward on the team now, so he's starting. And in his first game as a starter, he put up 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. Clyde Drexler's going to win the MVP. And LaVar Ball's going to win Most Improved Player, averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. And in the playoffs, the Heat are the 8th seed again. But this time, they're going to get swept in the first round. And Michael Jordan's going to win his 3rd championship. This is not good. LaVar Ball needs to get better because the sooner he gets better, the sooner he can stop Jordan's legacy. On to the draft. The Heat have the 12th pick this season. And on the board, I don't know a lot of people. I know Aaron McKee. I've heard of Wesley Person, but like other than that, I mean, Monty Williams is here. I think we're just going to take Aaron McKee. I am so surprised Grant Hill fell to number 3. At the beginning of season 3, LaVar's up from an 80 overall to an 83. Hakeem's going to win an MVP, and Jason Kidd's going to win the Rookie of the Year. And as for the Heat, they're up to the 2nd seed. They only had 47 wins, but they were the 2nd seed because they finished 1st in their division. And in the first round, they're going up against the Magic with Chris Webber and Alonzo Mourning. And in a game 5, the Heat are letting the Magic come back. Whoever loses this game is eliminated from the playoffs. Bimbo Cole's on the ISO, 2 seconds to go. He's gonna have to force up the mid-range, and he puts the Heat up by 4. Alonzo Mourning's gonna take the layup on Ronnie Cycli, and we're back to a 2-point game. Ronnie Cycli's gonna come set the screen. He rolls, and he throws down the dunk to bring it back to a 4-point game. Now they're gonna go down low to Alonzo Mourning. He's gonna have to take the layup. Oh my, that was not a layup, that was a dunk. This game is so back and forth. Glenn Rice gets a wide open mid-range, but he's gonna miss. And now we have a mismatch. Alonzo Mourning gets an easy layup, but he somehow misses it, and the Magic have to foul. So now we have Michael Williams at the free throw line. His first one's good, and to put the Miami Heat up by 4, his second free throw's good. Magic are down 4. They're gonna go to Dennis Scott in the corner. He's having trouble making it into the paint. He forces up the layup, and the Heat get the rebound. They're gonna make it out of the first round. Ronnie Cycli led the team with 23 points, but LaVar was second with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. So the Heat are just barely moving on to the second round, where they have to play the 3 seed Hornets. I don't know how they had all that trouble in the first round to make it out of the second round in 5. And in the conference finals, the Heat are going up against the Bulls. This is LaVar Ball's chance to stop Michael Jordan's legacy. Game 1 wasn't even close. The Bulls win by 27. LaVar Ball had 15 points, but he shot 5 for 17. And Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Tim Hardaway all went off. 26 points and 18 assists is crazy. The Heat are going to tie the series up at 1 though. though. Glenn Rice led the way with 29, and LaVar had 14 and 12. And in game 3, we had another close one, but it looks like the Bulls are going to run away with it late in the 4th. This Bulls big 3 is just too good. And in game 4, the Heat are up by 2 with a chance to tie the series up at 2. I don't know why Glenn Rice took that terrible shot on Michael Jordan, but he somehow got a putback. What just happened? That is one of the craziest plays I've ever seen. And Michael Williams is going to get a steal on the inbound. The Heat might be able to hit the dagger here. They're going to throw it down low to Ronnie Cycli. He almost loses it, but he gives the Heat a 6-point lead. So now the Bulls have to score here if they want to stay alive, and Michael Jordan's going to get the easiest layup of all time. But now the Bulls have to foul. So the Heat have Steve Smith at the line. His first one's good, and to put the Heat back up 6, his second free throw's good. The Bulls are running out of time here. Tim Hardaway's going to drive into the paint, and he gets fouled by LaVar. So now he gets a chance at the free throw line. His first free throw is going to bounce in, and to bring it back to a 4-point game, his second free throw's good. But the Bulls have to foul again, and Steve Smith is going to miss his first free throw. This is not good. He at least needs to make the second one, and he does. So now the Bulls are down 5. As long as they score here, they still have a chance. Tim Hardaway, another layup, and he's going to miss this time. But LaVar gets a turnover. What is he doing? The Heat almost blew it there, but they're going to tie the series up at 2. And LaVar had a pretty good game. He had 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And just like that, the series is tied up at 2. And in game 5, we had another close one, but the Bulls had an amazing third quarter. Michael Jordan had 35 points and 13 assists. So now the Heat are 1 game away from losing in the conference finals. But in game 6, they're going to make it out to force a game 7. They had 4 20-point scorers, and LaVar had 16 points and 11 rebounds. And now we're in a game 7. And with less than 2 minutes to go, we have a tie game. Nick Van Exel's going to throw it down low to LaVar. LaVar with the layup, and he gets fouled. I really don't like LaVar at the free throw line. He's going to brick the first free throw. Let's see if he can at least make a second free throw. He just bricked both of them. And now the Bulls get a fast break. Tim Hardaway's going to drive right into the paint, but he misses the layup. I don't know how he got his own rebound. Now he's going to take a mid-range. That was a terrible shot, but it goes in. I don't like the way this game has started for the Heat, but Bimbo Coles is going to use the screen, and he throws it down low to John Sally to tie the game up. Less than a minute to go. Tim Hardaway's going to get a wide open 3, and he knocks it down. That was not a good idea, leaving him wide open, but the Heat get a wide open dunk on the other end. The Heat really need to stop here badly. Tim Hardaway's going to spin his way into the paint, and he's going to miss the layup. So now we have LaVar Ball on the Heat fast break. Oh my gosh, he almost got a turnover. He's going to throw it down low to John Sally. The layup, he misses. LaVar Ball with the rebound. Back to John Sally, to Coles, back to John Sally. And now it looks like the Heat are going for the last shot. Glenn Rice isn't it? Oh, he didn't take the layup, but he throws it down low to John Sally for the dunk with 3.9 seconds to go. That possession was all over the place. I'm scared that the Heat didn't get the last shot though. If you made it this far into the video, 98% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're not one of them. So now all they need is one stop and they advance to the NBA Finals. They're going to inbound it to Tim Hardaway. Why did he get left so open? So now the Heat have 1.4 seconds to hit a shot to make the finals. They're going to inbound it to LaVar Ball for a deep 3. What are you doing? The Heat are going to lose in the conference finals, all because they left Tim Hardaway open, and they passed to a 14% career 3-point shooter for a deep 3. LaVar led the Heat in scoring, but that last play call was terrible. That is a crazy way to lose in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So now Michael Jordan's in the finals, and they're going to sweep, and he wins the finals MVP. So he's up to 4 championships, and he might win more than he did in real life. In the draft, the Heat have the 22nd pick. Eric Snow's still on the board, but we're going to take this guy. He's the highest ranked guy right now, and his ceiling is an all-star. Welcome to the team. Let's see how good LaVar is. He's up to an 86 now. Shaq's gonna win his first MVP. And LaVar Ball's on the All-NBA first team. He averaged 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists per game with a steal and a half and a block and a half. That is the last thing I expected. And the Heat got a little bit worse through the 4 seed. They're gonna make it out of the first round, but they have to play the Bulls in the second round. And this time they didn't even put up a fight. They're gonna get swept. Another season down the drain and another ring for Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. But this time Scottie Pippen wins the finals MVP. So Michael Jordan's up to 5 rings. Meanwhile, LaVar Ball has 0. And in the 1996 draft, AI's gonna go to the Grizzlies, Kobe's on the Raptors, Steve Nash is on the Pacers, Ray Allen's on the Cavs. I wish the Heat had a good pick in this draft. Let's see how much better LaVar got. He's up to an 87 now, so he's still going up, not by much. Chris Webber's gonna win an MVP. Allen Iverson averaged 27 as a rookie. He averaged more points per game than the MVP. LaVar Ball's on the All-NBA first team again. He's up to 24 points and 11 rebounds per game. And the Heat got a little better. They're up to the 3 seed. And for the 3rd season in a row, they have to play the Bulls in in the playoffs. Let's see how it goes this time. They're going to win game 1. They're going to lose game 2 by 1 point. They're going to lose game 3 by 3 points. And they're going to go down 3-1. And it looks like this is going to be another year of losing to Michael Jordan. The Heat forced a game 6. And it looked like the Heat were for sure going to force a game 7. They're having a terrible fourth quarter though. And with a minute left on the clock, they need to come back. Bimbo Coles is going to drive into the paint. What was that shot? He hit the bottom of the rim. Michael Jordan has 3 seconds to go. It looks like he's going to have to take the mid-range, but it's wide open, and he misses it. The Heat are still alive here. LaVar Ball's going to throw it to the corner, and he's going to get a turnover. LaVar Ball literally just threw away the game, and the Heat are going to lose in 6. Watch Michael Jordan go on to win another championship. They're going to sweep in the finals, and he's already up to 6 championships. Tim Duncan's going to go to the Knicks, and let's see if LaVar's overall still going up. It goes up by 1 again. Nick Van Exel's also up to an 88. I guess that was a pretty good pick by me. He hasn't really done much for his overall though, but now that he's the best point guard on the team, he should have better numbers. Whoa. LaVar Ball just won MVP. He averaged 24 points and 12 rebounds per game. How is he MVP? What? The Heat were the 1 seed. I guess that's how he's MVP. They're probably going to have to play the Bulls in the second round. And the Bulls aren't even going to make it out of the first round. I don't know how an 8 seed took the Heat to 5 games. But now they're going up against a Cavs team with Mark Price, Ray Allen, and Brad Daughtry. They should be able to make it out in hopefully like 6 games. They're going to go up 2-0 though. They go up 3-0. Are they going to sweep? Yes, they are. So now in the conference finals, they have to play this Magic team who they've played before. But Chris Webber's up to a 99 and Alonzo Mourning's a 93. Game 1, the Heat are going to take. LaVar Ball had a 20-20 game. And Nick Van Exel shot 7 for 8. On to game 2, the Heat are going to take a 2-0 lead. LaVar almost had another 20-20 game. No way their first round matchup's the hardest one. The Magic are going to take game 3. And the Magic tie the series up at 2. And in game 5, the Heat have an amazing third quarter. They're going to win by 20. And LaVar Ball led the team with 27 points and 13 rebounds. And now they're just 1 win away from making the finals. Last time they were in this position, they lost. Please do not force a game 7. Do not force a game 7. They force a game 7. And in game 7, the Heat are unfortunately going to choke again. That second half was terrible. LaVar Ball had 21 points and 12 rebounds. He filled up the stat sheet. But Glenn Rice shot them out of the game. He shot 4 for 17. So they've made 2 conference finals so far. And they lose both of them in game 7s. And the champion this season is going to be the Mavericks with Kevin Garnett. He just won a finals MVP at the age of 22. Magic Johnson's going to retire. I didn't even realize he was still playing. Vince Carter's going to go to the Hawks, the team he finished his career with. And Dirk being in any jersey that's not a Mavericks jersey is kind of nasty. Let's see, is LaVar going to go up by 1 more overall? He is, so he's tied for the best player on the team with Glenn Rice and Nick Van Exel. Whoa, this guy we drafted is up to an 82. I think he was a 70 overall when we got him. He hasn't even really played yet, but he's an 82 now. Kevin Garnett's going to win the MVP. LaVar Ball's still on the All-NBA first team. He's up to 25 points and 12 rebounds per game. And the Heat are all of a sudden bad now. They're down to the 7th seed. I don't think they're going to make it out of the first round. And whoa, they are somehow. But now they have to play a 3-seed Raptors team. They have Kobe and Hakeem. Kind of crazy. Hakeem went to the Raptors just like real life. Imagine the Heat make the conference finals as the 7th seed. Yeah, they're going to lose in 5. At least Michael Jordan can't win another championship. It's going to be Chris Webber winning it. Clyde Drexler's going to retire. And so is John Stockton. He went to the Grizzlies for his last 2 seasons. And in player progression, LaVar Ball's up to a 90. He's still getting better, just 1 every season. Nick Van Exel's up to a 90, and Daughtry's up to an 84 now. Kevin Garnett's gonna win back-to-back MVPs. And I just realized that David Robinson and Dirk Nowitzki are on the same team. LaVar's still on the All-NBA first team. I don't know how he's this good. And this is the first season where his points per game went down, but he's still averaging 24 and 12. And the Heat get even worse through the 8th seed. And they're somehow gonna make it out of the first round. They beat the 1 seed. If they can beat the 1 seed, can they beat anyone else? No, they can't. And we're gonna have a new champion this year. It's gonna be the Pacers. Steve Nash is gonna win a finals MVP. Isaiah Thomas is gonna retire. He spent his whole career with the Pistons. Hakeem's gonna retire on the Raptors, and Patrick Ewing's gonna retire on the Hawks. The Heat have the 17th pick. We're just gonna take Quentin Richardson. And LaVar Ball's not getting better anymore. He's gonna stay at a 90. Kevin Garnett's gonna win his 3rd MVP in a row. LaVar's on the All-NBA second team now. Oh my gosh, he averaged 26 points and 12 rebounds per game. The Heat must have been really bad. They were the 4th seed. How is he not All-NBA first team? Anyway, the Heat play the Sixers in the first round. They just blew a 2-0 lead. That's crazy. And let's see who's gonna win the championship. And it's gonna be the Wizards. Karl Malone's gonna retire. He went to the Bucks. LaVar Ball's up to a 91, so I guess he's still getting better. Kevin Garnett's gonna win his 4th MVP in a row. And the Heat win Coach of the Year. LaVar Ball's on the All-NBA second team. He averaged 24 points and 10 rebounds per game. And the Heat are the 4th seed. I don't know how they won Coach of the Year as a 4 seed. Let's see if they can make it past the Pacers in the first round. They do. They should make it to the conference finals. They're going up against an 8 seed, and they do. But now they have to go up against a 99 Kobe, Aaron McKee, who used to be on our team. And they have a 92 Jermaine O'Neal and a 91 Keith Van Horn in their starting lineup. This team team is actually crazy. The Heat lose game 1 by 3. I don't like how this looks. The Heat lose game 2 by 11. They're going to win game 3 by 1 point. And they're not going to tie the series up at 2. This is not looking good for them. They're going to force a game 6, though. LaVar had 43 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists. We just need 2 more games of that. And in game 6, the Heat are going to blow out the Raptors and force a game 7. LaVar Ball had 31, 10, and 7. And for the 3rd time in LaVar Ball's career, they're 1 game away from the finals. Let's see if he can get his first finals appearance. They blew it again in the second half. That 3rd quarter and 4th quarter are terrible. They just let the Raptors score so many points. So LaVar's 0 for 3 in the conference finals now. He only had 12 points in a game 7. He shot 5 for 15. And the Raptors are going to go on to win the finals. Kobe wins the finals MVP. LaVar Ball's starting to drop. He's down to a 90 overall. And if he can't get it done this season, we might need to get him some help. LaVar Ball's going to win his 2nd MVP. He averaged 25 points and 13 rebounds per game. Yao Ming's going to win Rookie of the Year. That's crazy. The Spurs have Dirk, David Robinson, and Yao Ming. And the Heat are the 1 seed again. Hopefully they can actually win a championship this time. In the first round, they're going up against the 8 seed Wizards. They almost lose. Oh, never mind. The first round is best of 7 now instead of best of 5. In the second round, they're playing a 5 seeded Hawks team. They make it out in 5. But now they have to play a Knicks team with 89 overall Gary Payton, 96 Paul Pierce, and 95 Tim Duncan. And I didn't even see at the bottom they have a 90 overall Elton Brand. This team actually looks really good. The Heat are going to win game 1 though. The Heat go up 2-0. The Knicks are going to take game 3. Please don't let them tie the series up. The Heat go up 3-1. Moment of truth. Will LaVar Ball finally make his first finals? Okay, the Knicks force a game 6. Whatever you do, don't let them force a game 7. And the Heat are in the finals. And in the finals, they're going to be playing the 1 seed Clippers. And this team is really good. They have Jason Kidd, Allen Houston, and Antonio McDyess. Game 1, the Clippers are going to blow out the Heat. They win every single quarter. LaVar Ball, what are we doing, bro? 8 for 22. Allen Houston dropped 28 on them, and Jason Kidd had a triple-double. And in game 2, the Heat have a chance to tie the series up at 1. Daughtry on the drive. He's going to blow right by. Oh my gosh. I don't know who he blew by or who he dunked on, but that was a crazy play. Jason Kidd's going to use the screen. He takes the pull-up 3, and he's going to miss. They're going to get the offensive rebound, though. Antonio McDyess on the putback, and the Clippers are up 2. Daughtry on the ISO again to make his way into the paint. He gets swatted to a wide-open Glenn Rice. That was like a pass, but he's going to miss. Now we have Jason Kidd on the fast break. He gets an open layup, and the Clippers are up 4 now. This is not good. Daughtry's going to run another ISO and take another layup. Why does he keep forcing layups? LaVar Ball's going to kick it out to Glenn Rice, and he misses the 3. Jason Kidd's going to use the screen again. He's going to force up the layup. He's blocked, but they're not going to get the rebound. So the Clippers get another chance here with 4 seconds on the shot clock. I don't know why they're forcing up a half-court shot, and they're going to get a shot clock violation. So the Heat are down 4 here. They don't have much time. Nick Van Exel's going to swing it to Daughtry. He pulls the 3, and he knocks it down. The Clippers are going to chew down the clock here. Jason Kidd's going to take the deep 3, and he knocks it down. What is Jason Kidd doing making deep 3s? Why is he palming his head? Now the Heat are down by 4 with 6 seconds to go. They're going to go to Nick Van Exel in the corner. He gets Jason Kidd jumping, but he's going to miss the 3, and the Heat are going to go down 2-0. Whoa, this auto-generated guy had 35? He was on our team! We traded him to the Clippers! This was one of the guys I drafted because he had high potential. He was the 20th overall pick, and he's an 80 overall now. Why did the GM trade him? Now the Clippers are up 2-0. The Heat are going to win game 3, though. Can they tie the series up at 2? Okay, we're cooking. And in game 5, the Heat forget how to play basketball. Allen Houston dropped 38 on them, and just like that, they're down 3-2. And in game 6, the Clippers are going to run away with it late in the 4th to win the NBA championship. And Jason Kidd's going to win the finals MVP, so now LaVar Ball's 0 for 1 in the finals and 1-3 in the conference finals. He averaged 27 and 13 in the playoffs. He's still really good, but now it's time to get him some help. Nick Van Exel's been solid for us, but unfortunately he's going to have to go because we're trading him, Terrell Brandon, 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick to get the first overall pick and draft LeBron James. Michael Jordan's going to retire with 6 championships and 5 finals MVPs, and so is Scottie Pippen. They're going to retire at the same time. Scottie Pippen actually has a finals MVP, though, in this universe. I know I said we were supposed to stop LeBron's legacy, but with LaVar being 31 years old and a lot of people on the team getting worse, LeBron James might be LaVar Ball's only hope at winning a championship. In LeBron and LaVar Ball's first game together, they win by 73 points. LaVar had 30 and 13, and LeBron had 26 points in his NBA debut. He had 5 blocks too. T-Mac's gonna win MVP, and LeBron's gonna win the Rookie of the Year. He averaged 22 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal and a half and a block and a half. The Heat win Executive of the Year. I guess that's me because I traded for LeBron. And I guess the trade was good because the Heat went from 53 wins last season to 58 wins this season. In the first round, they're going up against an 8 seed Celtics team with Gilbert Arenas, Manu Ginobili, Peja Stojakovic, Stojakovic and Amari Stoudemire. The Heat should be able to make it out in 4 or 5 though, and they're gonna lose in the first round to an 8 seed. Every first round matchup in the East was an upset, and in the West, everything was an upset except the Lakers. They were the only team in the first round to not get upset. What is going on? It looks like the Lakers are the best team by far. They're gonna make the conference finals, but they don't even make it to the finals. And Vin Baker's gonna win his second finals MVP. That is the weirdest outcome to a season I've ever seen. Year number 2 for LeBron. He's up to a 90 overall and already tied with LaVar Ball for the best player on the team. Okay, LeBron had a beard last season, but now he just doesn't have one all of a sudden. And with the addition of LeBron James, LaVar Ball's points per game dropped a ton, but if it means potentially winning a championship, I'm not against that. Tim Duncan's gonna win MVP. He looks so weird in a Knicks jersey. How did an auto-generated player win Rookie of the Year over Dwight Howard? And with LeBron getting even better, the Heat finished 66-16. LeBron averaged 25, 6, and 6, and LaVar Ball averaged 20 and 10. Okay, let's not lose in the first round this time. They're gonna sweep. Now in the second round, they have to go up against 99 T-Mac and 96 Steve Nash. T-Mac has a regular season MVP, and Steve Nash has a finals MVP, so this duo is kind of scary. But the Heat are gonna make it out in 5 to play the 3-seed Cavs. They have 96 Ray Allen, 91 Pau Gasol, and 88 Dwayne Wade. This team is pretty good. The Cavs are gonna take game 1 by 2 points. The Heat tie the series up at 1 though. Game 3 is gonna go to the Cavs. This is not looking good. And game 4 is gonna go to the Heat. They tie the series at 2. And in game 5, the Heat are gonna run away with it in the 4th quarter. Doherty led the team with 29 points. But in game 6, the Cavs are on the verge of forcing a game 7. LeBron has Pau Gasol guarding him, but he's gonna force the layup. I don't know what kind of shot that was. I really don't like this matchup. Pau Gasol's gonna take the hook, and he puts the Cavs up by 4. Let's see what LaVar can do here. He's gonna throw it down low to Thomas for the layup, and we're back to a 2-point game. They're gonna keep throwing it down low to Pau, but LeBron's gonna get the steal. That was a clutch steal from LeBron. Let's see if he can do something on offense. He makes his way into the paint. What was that layup animation? And how did he miss? Dwayne Wade as number 5 looks so nasty. He's gonna take the mid-range, and it's off. Doherty's gonna swing it to LeBron. He's gonna use the screen, and he forces the layup, but he ties the game up with 37 seconds to go. Ray Allen's gonna pull the deep 3 with no hesitation, and he knocks it down. He's pulling up from Curry range in 2005. Now the Heat desperately need a score here. LeBron's gonna drive on Ray Allen and take the floater, and it somehow goes in. But now the Heat have to foul here. So the Cavs have battle at the line. His first free throw's gonna bounce off the rim. That is a huge missed free throw for the Heat, and he's gonna miss the second one as well. 18 seconds to go. We have LeBron on the break. Just go to the paint. He drives right to the paint for the layup, and he gives the Heat the lead with 15 seconds to go. Now all the Heat need here is a stop, but it looks like the Cavs are gonna get the last shot, and Ray Allen drives right by LaVar Ball for the layup. The Heat only have 5 seconds left. LeBron bringing up the ball, passes half court. He's gonna have to pull the mid-range. Whoa, that's a layup. I don't know how he got to the paint, and it rolls off the rim. The Cavs are gonna win. Ray Allen dropped 40 on them. I thought LeBron was gonna make the layup, but now we're going to a game 7. And in game 7, we have another close one. The Heat need to make a comeback. I really don't like this Pau Gasol versus LeBron James matchup, but Pau's gonna miss the fade. Doherty on the ISO's gonna make his way into the paint, and he ties the game up. Let's see if LeBron can get another stop on Pau Gasol. He can't this time. Doherty's gonna pull a deep 3. What is he doing? What is he doing? You are not Ray Allen. They're gonna keep going down low to Pau. He's gonna take the shot on LeBron, and he gets fouled. We need him to miss a free throw here. His first one bounces in, and to put the Cavs up by 4, his second free throw's gonna miss. LaVar Ball's gonna throw a full court pass to Doherty, wide open for 3, and he ties the game up. That was crazy court vision from LaVar. But now D-Wade's gonna get a 3, and LeBron's gonna just barely contest it. So now we have Doherty on the fast break. He throws it down low to Thomas. Thomas with the fake. He goes up for the layup, and he gets fouled. That was a huge foul for Kurt Thomas. He knocks down the first free throw, and to put the Heat up by 2 points, he's gonna make the second one. Less than 30 seconds to go. D-Wade's coming off the screen. He's gonna drive into the paint, and he makes the layup on LeBron to tie the game up. The Heat should get the last shot here. 7 seconds to go. Doherty on the ISO's having trouble making his way into the paint, but he's gonna make the layup with 4 seconds to go. I don't like that he left time on the clock though, especially considering the fact that they have Ray Allen. And they're gonna inbound it to Ray Allen. 3 seconds left. He's driving into the paint past LaVar. The layup. He misses, and he's gonna make the putback. Did he get that off in time though? And they're gonna call the game there. The Heat are gonna win in game 7 to advance to the finals. LeBron carried the team dropping 30, and Ray Allen had a triple-double, but no one else really showed up. And just like that, LaVar's back in the finals with a rematch against the Clippers. And they have the same big 3 as before. Hopefully LaVar Ball and the Heat can win this time. Game 1's gonna go to the Heat. They win by 20. Please win game 2. A 2-0 lead would be huge. They're gonna win by 1. Now they have a lot of insurance. They don't need to win game 3, but they're still gonna win it. Game 4, we're just not gonna talk about. The Heat totally forgot how to play basketball. They lose by 40. And in game 5, the Heat have a chance to win it all. We have a tie game with less than 2 minutes to go. Jason Kidd on the ISO's gonna get an easy layup, and he puts the Clippers up by 2. Doherty on the ISO drives right into the paint, but he's gonna miss the layup. Jason Kidd on the ISO again, throws it down low to McDyess, and the Clippers are up by 4. This is not a a great start for the Heat, but Doherty's gonna drive into the paint for the dunk, and we're back to a 2-point game. Allen Houston's gonna use the screen. He makes his way into the paint. He throws it down low to McDyess, and he misses the layup. Now we have LeBron. He's gonna take the floater, and he ties the game back up. I did not expect him to go up with that shot. Jason Kidd's gonna use the screen. It's a great one, and he gets a wide open layup. Thomas is gonna swing it to Doherty, and he knocks down the 3 to put the Heat up by 1. Allen Houston might get the last shot here. He throws it down low to Samuels for the wide open dunk. So now the Heat could get the last shot here, but the fact that they're down scares me. Doherty's gonna chew down the clock. He's gonna use the screen with 5 seconds to go. He's gonna go up for the layup and pass out of it. And Felder's gonna miss the layup. We're going to a game 6. Okay, the Heat were just up 3-0. I'm kind of scared now. But in game 6, the Heat are gonna beat the Clippers, and LaVar Ball finally wins his first championship. And LeBron's gonna walk away with the finals MVP. So now LaVar Ball's resume is pretty good. He's a 2-time MVP and a 1-time champion. LeBron's gonna win MVP averaging 31, 7, and 7. And the Heat get even better. They're 68 and 14. LaVar Ball's averaging 20 and 10 again. And the Heat are back in the finals with a chance to win back-to-back championships. But they have to go up against 99 overall Kevin Garnett, 89 Hedo Turkoglu, and 92 Stephon Marbury. And after going down 0-2, the Heat would win 4 straight games and win back-to-back championships. So now LaVar Ball and LeBron James are 2-time champions. Glenn Rice is going to retire. He wasn't a Heat lifer because he left in the last season. LeBron's all the way up to a 97, but LaVar's dropping quick. He's an 86. Kevin Garnett's going to win his 5th MVP. LaVar Ball's down to 16 points and 9 rebounds per game. And I'm surprised his points went down because LeBron's did too. And after winning back-to-back championships, the Heat are down to the 4 seed. I don't even know for sure if they're going to make it out of the first round. They do though. But now they have to play the 1 seed Celtics. I think this is where their luck ends, and they almost win, but they're going to lose in 7. So now who's going to win the championship? It's going to be the Celtics, and Gilbert Arenas wins the finals MVP. LeBron's up to a 98, and LaVar's all the way down to an 83. And LeBron's going to win an MVP averaging 38 points per game. And he also wins Defensive Player of the Year. I didn't even realize he averaged 2.7 steals per game. And the Heat are just randomly good again. They're 62 and 20. LaVar Ball's up to 18 points per game. I don't know how his points per game went up, even though his overall dropped by a good amount. And with 62 wins, they're not even the 1 seed because the Celtics have 67. Let's see if they can match up against the Celtics in the conference finals. They sweep their way out of the first round. Onto the second round, they're going up against the 3 seed Pacers, and we have a Celtics vs Heat Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1's gonna go to the Celtics. This is not good. The Celtics take a 2-0 lead. They go up 3-0. They're not gonna sweep the Heat though. The Heat won that game by a lot. LeBron dropped 47, but I don't like the way this looks. The Heat are down 3-1. They force a game 6. Rafe LaFrentz led the team with 29, but now can the Heat force a game 7? Yes, they can. Oh my gosh. And in game 7, the Heat are gonna run away with it. LeBron dropped 43, and the Celtics just blew a 3-0 lead. So now in the finals, the Heat are either going up against the 1 seed Lakers or the 6 seed Hornets, and it's gonna be the 1 seed Lakers. And this team looks pretty good. They have Rondo, they have Lamar Odom, Anton Jameson, and Tyson Chandler. Let's see how this goes. Game 1's gonna go to the Lakers. They win by 7. Game 2, the Heat win by 20. Game 3 is going to go to the Lakers. Can the Heat tie the series up? No. So now the Heat are down 3-1, and they're going to lose in 5. But LeBron still wins the finals MVP. That's kind of crazy. And after 16 seasons, LaVar Ball's going to retire. He didn't end up top 10 in points, but he's 14th with 26,896 points. He finished number 8 in field goals made though. And in rebounds, he wasn't top 10 either, but he finished number 16. So now with LaVar Ball being this high on the all-time list, we're going to fast forward to 2017 to see if Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo can have a better career than him. Before that though, let me fill you guys in on what happened over the last 9 seasons. LeBron won 8 MVPs, Chris Paul won 1 in there, and LeBron also won 8 Defensive Player of the Years. Kevin Garnett took 1 from him. When it comes to championships, the Lakers won 2 with Lamar Odom and Marc Gasol winning Finals MVP. The Heat won 1 with LeBron winning MVP. The Pelicans won 3 with Chris Bosh getting all 3 Finals MVPs. The Trailblazers won 2 with Chris Paul and Brandon Roy, and then the Kings won with Dwayne Wade. And when it comes to who's on what team, Jimmy's on the 76ers with Dwight Howard. Mike Conley's a 95 overall, and he has a young Nikola Jokic on his team. And Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray end up on the same team. Anthony Davis is on the Celtics with Klay Thompson, Gilbert Arenas, and Rudy Gobert. Joel Embiid's on the Grizzlies. LeBron James is still on the Heat at 32 years old. James Harden started his career with the Bobcats, then he went to OKC for a couple years, and now he's back in Charlotte. Dwayne Wade is still on the Kings, and he's a 96 overall at the age of 35. And the Knicks are solid. They have 91 overall Rondo and Gordon Hayward, and they have a young Kristaps Porzingis. And the Lakers bigs are insane. They have a 91 overall Tyson Chandler and Marc Gasol. And in this universe, Dante Green, who played 4 seasons in the NBA in real life, is a 99 overall. And this team is pretty good. They have Boogie Cousins and Rudy Gay. And Dirk at the age of 39 is a 95 overall. He ended up leaving San Antonio. And this is the team I'm most excited to show you guys. In Kevin Durant's rookie season, he only averaged 6 points per game. He barely got any playing time. He only played 11 games on the season, and because of that, they were able to get Kevin Love the next season. Chris Paul ended up leaving Portland after winning a Finals MVP there, but now he's on the Pistons, and he's teammates with Kawhi Leonard. Kyrie Irving's on the Rockets, and Carmelo Anthony's on the Spurs. He left the Bulls, and he's teammates with DeMar DeRozan, who ended up leaving the Hawks to sign to the Pacers, and he got traded to the Spurs. I totally forgot about the Thunder. They have a 99 overall Curry and a 91 overall Giannis. Oh, this doesn't look like Mark Price at all. Russell Westbrook's on the Trailblazers. He took Chris Paul's place, but just like real life, Westbrook was drafted to the Thunder, and same with Brandon Roy. They were both on the Thunder together, and now they're both on the Blazers together. And the Blazers also ended up with LaMarcus Aldridge, just like real life. So that means in Curry's career, he got to play with Russell Westbrook around here, James Harden around here, and now he gets to play with Giannis. A healthy Derrick Rose is on the Warriors. And last but not least, the Wizards have Paul George, Joakim Noah, Damian Lillard, and Karl Anthony Towns. And LaVar Ball moved way down on this list. He's 29th all time in points now. He was in 14th place before. And for rebounds, he's all the way down to 24th. But now for the moment of truth, we get to see where Lonzo Ball gets drafted. Donovan Mitchell's gonna go first overall to the Bucks. Second overall are the Grizzlies gonna take Lonzo. They get Lauri Markkanen. Jason Tatum's gonna go third overall to the Jazz. And the Hornets are trading their pick. Lonzo might go to the Knicks at 4, and they're gonna take De'Aaron. Let's see, is Lonzo gonna go 5th to the Cavaliers? They're trading their pick too. And the Cavs just traded for De'Aaron, who just got picked 4th. This is just like the Luka Trae Young trade, and the Knicks are going to take Bam. So now at number 6, the Pacers are going to take Lonzo Ball. That's crazy. The Knicks took De'Aaron just to trade for Bam. But Lonzo Ball's officially on the Indiana Pacers. And I can see why the Pacers have the 6th pick. They have an aging T-Mac. They have Drew Holiday. They have Miles Turner, just like in real life. They also have Jaylen Brown, so they could be good in the future, but right now they're pretty mid. And as for Lonzo, he's the 12th man on the rotation. He might not even get minutes in his rookie season. LeBron's going to win his 11th MVP and 6th in a row. And he's also going to win his 10th Defensive Player of the Year. The Pacers didn't even make the playoffs, and in Lonzo Ball's rookie season, he played 1 minute. Steph Curry and Giannis are going to win the championship. Paul Pierce and Dirk are going to retire. And now on to the 2018 NBA draft. We get to see where LiAngelo Ball gets drafted. Marvin Bagley's going to get picked 1st overall, and Luka's going to go to the Suns. Jaren's going to go number 3, and at number 4, the Magic are going to trade their pick. They're going to trade it to the Cavs for Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol's been with the Cavs his whole career. Now he's on the Magic, and the Cavs are going to take DeAndre Ayton to replace him. At number 5, the Clippers are going to take Mikal Bridges. Lonzo was the 6th pick. Let's see if LiAngelo will be. No, they're going to take Mo Bamba. At pick number 7, the Hornets take Trae Young. I'm surprised he fell that low. Pick number 8, the Jazz take an auto-generated guy. And the Pacers have pick number 12. Imagine if LiAngelo falls to them. He's not going to go 9. 2 more picks before the Pacers. They're going to get Colin Sexton. And with pick number 11, the Nets are going to take Michael Porter Jr. We can draft LiAngelo Ball here. I kind of want to take him. The only thing is Shea is still on the board. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just take Shea and then control Lonzo and LiAngelo's teams, or if they should be on the same team. I'm just going to take Shea. I hope I don't regret this decision. And LiAngelo's going to get taken at pick number 18. He's going to the Spurs. I wanted him, but I just couldn't pass up on Shea. If Shea was taken with the 11th pick, we would have had LiAngelo. The Spurs were the 5 seed, so hopefully LiAngelo can help them get better. And in player progression, Lonzo's up to an 80. And after playing just 1 minute last season, the Pacers have him as their starting point guard this season. And as for LiAngelo, he's the 10th man in the rotation, but at least he's getting minutes. And in LiAngelo's NBA debut, he went up against Lonzo Ball. He only had 3 points. And in Lonzo's first game as a starter, he only had 4 points. LeBron's gonna win his 12th MVP and his 11th Defensive Player of the Year. Luka wins Rookie of the Year with the Suns. And they also have Markelle Fultz, who dropped down to the 14th pick. The Pacers make the playoffs through the 7th seed, and the Spurs were the 5th seed halfway through the season, but they finished as the 10th seed. And in the first round, the Pacers have to go up against this overpowered Hornets team. And in Lonzo's first playoff game, they're gonna lose. He put up 14 and 10. He had a decent game, but the rest of the series went in Charlotte's favor, and the Pacers get swept in the first round. And the Hawks are gonna win it all. Devin Booker's gonna win the Finals MVP. On to the 2019 draft. We have a lot of names here we could take, and we're gonna take DeAndre Hunter to pair him with LiAngelo Ball. And to pair with Lonzo Ball, we're gonna take Jackson Hayes. His ceiling is an all-star. Jackson Hayes, welcome to the Pacers. In season number 3 for Lonzo, he's up to an 84 overall. This big 3 is gonna be really good in a couple seasons. And as for LiAngelo Ball, he didn't go up at all. He stays at a 76. That's not good considering he only averaged 3 points per game in his rookie season. season. And I didn't even realize he only played one game, so they must have taken him out of the lineup after his debut. It says he's in the lineup as the 10th man again. Hopefully he stays in the lineup this time. Bro, LeBron's just gonna keep winning MVPs. Zion wins the Rookie of the Year, averaging 24 points per game. The Spurs don't even make the playoffs. They're down to the 13th seed. LiAngelo only averaged 1.7 points per game, and they took him out of the lineup again. He only played 7 games. And as for the Pacers, Lonzo's up to 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. And the Pacers are the 1 seed. LaVar Ball won 2 rings in his career. Let's see if Lonzo Ball can get a head start on beating that. In the first round, they're going up against the 8 seed Pistons. That was way closer than it should have been. Now in the second round, they have to go up against Devin Booker and the Hawks. Their team is decent. It's nothing crazy though when the Pacers sweep them. So now Lonzo and the Pacers have to go up against LaVar Ball's former teammate, LeBron James. And on top of that, he has to guard Jrue Holiday, who was his teammate earlier this season. But then they traded him to the Heat. 1 game into the series and we already have a close game. LeBron's gonna use the screen. Jaylen Brown gets caught, but LeBron's gonna throw a turnover. Now we have Jaylen Brown on the fast break. He gets a wide open layup and he puts the Pacers up. LeBron on the ISO, driving past Jaylen Brown for the dunk, and the Heat are back up. And LeBron has 43 points. Finally, we get to see Lonzo do something. He's gonna pull the wide open 3, and he knocks it down to put the Pacers up by 2. Peters is gonna find a wide open Reggie Jackson, but he misses the 3. A score here would be huge for the Pacers. Tyreke Evans on the drive gets stopped, but he still forces the shot. What is he doing? LeBron on the break, trying to get by Tyreke Evans. He's gonna pass out, and Jaylen Brown's gonna come out of nowhere for the steal. So now the Heat have to foul, and we have Lonzo going to the line. Please, Lonzo, make both of these. His first free throw's up, and it's gonna bounce in. And to give the Pacers a 4-point lead, his second free throw's also gonna bounce in. The Heat have no timeouts here. They're down 4. LeBron's taking his sweet time. He's gonna pull the 3 over Jay Crowder. It's off. And the Pacers are going to win game 1. Lonzo led the team with 24 points and 7 assists, and LeBron went off, but he didn't have much help other than Justice Winslow. Game 2 is also going to go to the Pacers. They have an amazing first quarter. Jaylen Brown dropped 33, Lonzo had 25 and 12, and Miles Turner had 16 points and 20 rebounds. Shea didn't really do much, but he had 10 points in 10 minutes. He didn't even touch the court last season, and this season he averaged 6 points per game. And game 3 is going to be the same result. The Pacers have an amazing third quarter, and Dario Saric led the team with 32 points. Lonzo only had 7 points, but he almost had a triple-double. And other than LeBron, their highest scorer had 11 points. In game 4, the Heat are going to run away with it, so they aren't going to get swept. All the Pacers have to do is win 1 more game. And in game 5, the Pacers run away with the game in the 4th quarter. Dario Saric went off again. He had 34. And just like that, the Pacers are in the finals. They might be going up against a 7 seed, and they are. And this 7 seed Lakers team is pretty good. They have a 90 overall Andrew Wiggins, 91 Marc Gasol, and 87 Zach Randolph. Game 1, the Pacers are starting to make a comeback. I think it's too late though. Yeah, it looks like the Lakers are going to win this one. Jaylen Brown had 32 points. Lonzo had a triple-double, but they're down 1-0 to a 7 seed. After that bad start in game 1, the Pacers are going to easily take game 2. Tyreke Evans led the team with 20. Lonzo had 19, 7, and 10. Jaylen Brown only had 5 points. Shea played 7 minutes and had more points than him. And in game 3, I don't know what happened to the Pacers defense. Miles Turner dropped 33. He didn't have much help though. And I can't believe they're down 2-1 against a 7 seed. I don't know what is up with this Pacer team, but they're going to go down 3-1. Miles Turner's the only player on the team who's consistent. And Andrew Wiggins dropped 38 on them. And even though the Pacers were the 1 seed, they're going to lose in the finals to a 7 seed. Jaylen Brown dropped 36. The one game Miles Turner isn't good. And Lonzo didn't even score in 32 minutes. I can't believe they lost to a 7 seed. So Marc Gasol is going to win his 4th championship and 2nd finals MVP. Tracy McGrady's going to retire at the age of 41. But now going into the 2020 draft, we have LaMelo Ball getting drafted. The Raptors have the 1st overall pick, and they're going to take LaMelo Ball. The Spurs have the 6th pick. We could get someone good. And I know James Wiseman didn't really pan out in real life, but we're going to take him in this simulation. The Pacers have the 25th pick. What? Tyrese Maxey's still on the board. What? I didn't even realize he was still there. I know he's a point guard, but I feel like it would be dumb to not take him. In player progression, Lonzo's up to an 87 overall, and Shea's up to an 82. And as for LiAngelo, he's finally going up in overall. He's an 80 overall now. That's kind of crazy. LaMelo as a rookie is the same overall as LiAngelo. And I totally forgot to go over LaMelo's team. They have a 93 overall Chris Paul. They have 92 Gordon Hayward. And the roster kind of falls off after that, but they have a decent team. LaMelo's going to come off the bench as a 7th man. He's definitely the best out of all the brothers were as a rookie. Lonzo's still starting, and Shea's up to their 6th man. And LiAngelo's a 6th man for the Spurs. His first 2 seasons have been rough, but he finally gets a shot now. He's only played 8 career games in his first 2 seasons. And in LaMelo Ball's NBA debut, they're going to lose. He had a decent game though. He had 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. Steph Curry's gonna win MVP. This is the first time, I think since like 2012, that LeBron's not the one winning MVP. And LaMelo's gonna win Rookie of the Year, averaging 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. LeBron's still winning Defensive Player of the Years though. Lonzo Ball keeps getting better. He's up to 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists per game with 2 steals. And LiAngelo's up to 14 points per game and 5 rebounds per game. The Spurs are the 9th seed. They're in the play-in. Lonzo and the Pacers are down from the 1 seed to the 3 seed. And LaMelo and the Raptors are the 8th seed. Let's see if they're gonna make it out of the play-in. The Spurs get eliminated, but the Raptors are the 7th seed. So if the Pacers win in the first round and the Raptors upset the Nets, they could play each other in the second round. But unfortunately, the Raptors are gonna lose in 6 and the Pacers sweep the Wizards. So in the second round, the Pacers are going up against a Nets team led by Andrea Bargnani. They're somehow gonna make it out in 5. And in the second round, they're going up against the Magic, who almost blew a 3-1 lead. They have 96 overall Dante Green and 87 overall Zion. And after going down 0-2, the Pacers win 4 straight games to make the finals. And now they have to go up against this Suns team. This starting lineup is insane. Let's see if they can actually win in the finals this time. And in back-to-back final series, we have a close game 1. Shai's gonna throw it down low to Miles Turner. Miles Turner's gonna take the hook, and he ties the game up. I don't know what their offense is. They're gonna swing it to Gallinari for the 3. Jay Crowder left him open, but he misses. Now we have Tyrese Maxey on the break. He's gonna throw it to Shai for the layup, and he gets fouled. So now we have Shai at the line. Surprise, surprise. He's gonna make the first free throw, and his second free throw's up, and he puts the Pacers up by 2. And they didn't sub Lonzo in because he fouled out. Gallinari on the drive's gonna take the floater. I don't know how that went in. They're gonna throw it down low to Miles Turner. I don't know why he shot that, and it's in and out. So now the Suns have a chance to take the lead here. Gallinari's gonna take another layup right past Jay Crowder, and he puts the Suns up. Miles Turner or Shai, we need one of you to cook, and Miles Turner's gonna miss the layup. So now we have Willie Hernangomez at the line. His first one's good, and to put the Suns up by 4, this free throw's huge, and he's gonna knock it down. The Pacers have no timeouts here. They're running out of time. They have to settle for a Jay Crowder 3. It's in and out, and the Suns are gonna take game 1. Willie Hernangomez cooked them. He had 28, and Markelle Fultz had 27. This is not a good way to start the finals for the Pacers. And in game 2, the Pacers blow it in the second half. Luka had a 23-point triple-double on them. And in game 3, the Pacers are finally gonna win one. Nobody on their team had more than 20. We need good defense like that again. And in game 4, the Suns are gonna win. They only put up 11 in the fourth quarter. The Pacers almost came back, but they ran out of time, and now they're down 3-1. And the Pacers are cooked. They're gonna lose in the finals for the second year in a row. I never thought I'd see a Willie Hernangomez finals MVP. Chris Bosh is gonna retire with the Pelicans. He had a really good career, 3 championships and 3 finals MVPs. And JJ Redick's gonna retire. He won a championship with Steph Curry and Giannis. Let's see if we can help out the Ball brothers in the draft. The Spurs have the 11th pick, and I know we took James Wiseman already, but we can't pass up on Sengun. Then with the 18th pick, we have the Raptors. They're gonna trade the pick though, and they're gonna trade the pick for Tyrese Thomas. And they just missed out on the opportunity to draft James Bouknight. And now for the Pacers, they have the 24th pick. I don't know if I should take Moses Moody or Herb Jones. I'm gonna take Herb Jones just because they have Lonzo, Shai, and Tyrese Maxey as their 3 guards. On to player progression, LaMelo's up to an 83 in his second season. Lonzo's up to an 89, and LiAngelo's up to an 83 now. LiAngelo's still coming off the bench. He's down to the 8th man now, and LaMelo's gonna stay the 6th man. And I think I'm gonna move Jaylen Brown to small forward just so Shai can start. So now they have Shai in the starting lineup instead of Jay Crowder. Kevin Durant's gonna win the MVP, averaging 34 points per game. And Lonzo Ball's on the All-NBA third team. He averaged 17.7 rebounds and 11 assists per game. LiAngelo's down to 12 points per game, and LaMelo Ball's up to 16 points per game. The Spurs are the 6th seed, the Raptors are the 10th seed, and the Pacers are the 2 seed. Let's see, are the Raptors gonna make it out? No, they're not. Let's see if the Pacers can make it back to the finals. After 2 straight losses, they're gonna lose in the first round, and so are the Spurs. The Pacers go out sad. They lose to a 7th seed, and the 7th seed made the finals. But Kevin Durant and the Nuggets are gonna win the finals. That was such a disappointing season for the Pacers. Carmelo Anthony's gonna retire at the age of 38, so LiAngelo Ball might start now. And on LaMelo's team, Chris Paul's gonna retire, so he might actually get the starting spot too. On to the draft. Let's see. The Raptors have the 13th pick. We could take Jalen Duren. We could take J-Dub. We could take Mark Williams. This might be a reach, but I'm gonna take J-Dub. And then with the 17th pick, Jalen Duren's not there anymore. We already got the Spurs, DeAndre Hunter and James Wiseman. I think I'm just gonna take Ochai. And then for the Pacers, they have a lot of guards. I think we're just gonna take Mark Williams. And the Pacers have another first round pick, but they're gonna trade it, and they're gonna get back Patrick Beverley. In player progression, let's see how much better everyone got. Lonzo stays at an 89, but he was just on the All-NBA third team, so that's not terrible. As for LiAngelo Ball, he's not on the Spurs anymore. I drafted DeAndre Hunter, and I guess they're keeping him over LiAngelo Ball. I really gave them Sengun, bro. This team's gonna be nasty in a couple years. And as for the Raptors, LaMelo's up to an 85 overall. First of all, let's see what team LiAngelo Ball's on, and he signed to the Clippers. Let's see who the Clippers have. They have Kyle Lowry and Lauri Markkanen. Okay, this top three is pretty good, and they do have a lot of young players, which is actually really good. LiAngelo Ball is finally a starter, and same with LaMelo. Kevin Durant's gonna win back-to-back MVPs, and LeBron just won his 15th Defensive Player of the Year. Whoa, LaMelo just won Most Improved Player, averaging 26, 6, and 7, and he's on the All-NBA third team. Lonzo averaged 17.7 rebounds and 10 assists per game. I guess his numbers are down because Shea's getting better. And LiAngelo's up to 20 points and 6 rebounds per game. The Clippers are the 5 seed and the Pacers are the 1 seed. And the Raptors get way worse without Chris Paul. They're the worst team in the league. Let's see if the Pacers can make their way back to the finals. They're going to get eliminated in the first round, and so are the Clippers again. They just lost to a team that was the 9th seed. That's a crazy way to go out, and Kevin Durant's going to win back-to-back regular season and finals MVPs. Gilbert Arenas is going to retire at 41. Onto the draft lottery. No way. The Raptors traded their pick to the Mavericks. The Mavericks are going to get the 5th pick. That could have been the Raptors. And of course it's in the Wemby draft too. The Pacers have the 27th pick. We're just going to take Bryce Sensabaugh since he has all-star potential. And that's the only first-round pick any of the 3 teams had. And Lonzo Ball went up 1 overall to a 90. Shea's only up to an 87. I'm surprised he's not better. And Jackson Hayes is an 85. I picked him because of his potential. I guess it's working out so far. And Tyrese Maxey's up to an 80. LaMelo's up to an 86. And LiAngelo's up to an 87. I don't know why he's only 19 years old. He's been in the league for 5 years. It just says his birth year is 19. What? Okay, he's 24 now. I fixed it. That was weird. Kevin Durant wins 3 MVPs in a row. And Wemby wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 23 points and 9 rebounds per game. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. The Clippers are the 7th seed. They're in the play-in. The Pacers are the 1 seed again. And the Raptors are the 11th seed. That's improvement from last year, but they're still not in the play-in. Let's see if the Clippers can make it out of the play-in. They're playing the 2 seed Suns in the first round. Let's see if the Clippers can upset the Suns. It was close, but they're gonna lose in 6, bro. What is up with the Pacers? They lost in the finals twice, and now they can't even make it out of the first round. And in the finals, the Wizards are gonna win with Karl Anthony Towns. Onto the draft. Hopefully the Raptors actually have a good pick. They have the 9th pick. Oh, this is this year's draft. I want to take either Ron Holland, Buzelis, or Dalton Connect. I really don't know who to go with. We're gonna take Ron Holland just because he's younger than Connect, and he'll peak at a higher overall, hopefully. Wait, is LaMelo not on the Raptors anymore? LaMelo left the Raptors to go to the 76ers. He's on Wemby's team now. I was over here like the Raptors should have traded their pick to get Wemby, but now Wemby and LaMelo are on the same team. And LaMelo's up to an 87. LiAngelo's gonna stay an 87, and Lonzo's gonna stay at a 90. Kevin Durant wins his 4th MVP in a row, and LeBron's gonna win another Defensive Player of the Year at the age of 40. Lonzo had his best season last season, but now his numbers are down. LaMelo averaged 22, 6, and 7, and LiAngelo has his best season yet, averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. The Clippers are the 7th seed though, and the Pacers are the 3 seed, and the Sixers are the 5 seed. Let's see if LiAngelo can make it out of the play-in. They're not gonna make it out. And why do I feel like the Pacers are gonna lose in the first round again? The Sixers are out, and so are the Pacers. They're running out of time to catch LaVar and his 2 championships. And in the finals, Kevin Durant's gonna lose to the Magic. Some auto-generated player is gonna win the finals MVP. And LeBron's gonna retire at the age of 40. He finished his career with 13 MVPs, 3 championships, 4 finals MVPs because he won it when they lost. And he had 16 Defensive Player of the Year awards. LiAngelo's teammate Kyle Lowry's gonna retire. And in the Cooper Flag draft, he didn't even go first. He went second to the Pelicans. And the Pacers, Clippers, and Raptors had 0 picks first round or second round. LiAngelo's gonna stay in 87. I think he's done getting better. But he averaged 23 last season, so as long as he stays around this, he'll be fine. Lonzo's gonna stay at a 90. He's also done getting better. He just needs to stay around here where it's like 18 points, 19 points, and like 10, 11 assists. And then LaMelo's still getting better. He's up to an 88. Wemby's up to a 94, and Dante Exum is somehow going up at the age of 30. Last season he was a 94, but he only averaged 8. So this is really Wemby, LaMelo Ball, and Josh Giddey's team. Ben Simmons is on the Timberwolves now, and he's the 3rd best player in the league at a 98 overall. KD wins his 5th MVP in a row. Dylan Harper's gonna win the Rookie of the Year. I just realized he's on LiAngelo's team. It wouldn't let me pick anyone in the draft. I thought they had no picks. That's crazy. I would have picked Cooper Flag to be on LiAngelo Ball's team. And the Clippers didn't even make the playoffs. They were the 11th seed. The Pacers are all the way down to the 6th seed, and the Sixers are the 7th seed. They're in the play-in. And they make it out of the play-in to play the 2 seed Heat. If they both get upsets, they'll both make it to the second round. The Sixers make it out, but the Pacers don't. If the Sixers make it out of the second round, that would be a miracle. They're gonna get swept. So now in the finals, the Hawks are gonna win, and Jaden Ivey's gonna win the finals MVP. Let's see if it'll actually let me draft. Now it will. Before Sim to user pick wasn't there. The Clippers have the 3rd pick. We could get Cameron Boozer. He has Hall of Fame ceiling. Elijah Arenas is here. He also has a Hall of Fame ceiling. Oh my gosh, this guy's compared to Michael Jordan. I don't know who to take. I think I'm just just gonna take Cameron Boozer. The Sixers have the 16th pick. I could take his brother Caden Boozer, but we're gonna take Kareem Lopez because he has a Hall of Fame ceiling, so he's going to the Sixers. And then for the Pacers, Caden Boozer still on the board. He is a point guard though, but he's also one of the best people here, so we're just gonna take him. That's crazy. The Clippers could have had LiAngelo Ball, who's up to an 88. They could have had Cooper Flag instead of Dylan Harper, and they could have had Cameron Boozer. That would have been a crazy big three. At this point, I'm just hoping Dylan Harper is better than Cooper Flag. Lonzo's gonna stay at a 90, and LaMelo's up to an 89. Kevin Durant wins his 6th MVP in a row. Cameron Boozer's gonna win the Rookie of the Year, and Cooper Flag's gonna win Most Improved Player. This is not a good sign. I can't believe I gifted the Spurs James Wiseman when LiAngelo was on their team, and he averaged 26 and 13. He finished 3rd in MVP. And Wemby was 2nd in MVP. He averaged 31 points and 12 rebounds per game. And LaMelo averaged 22 points and 6 assists per game. And LiAngelo's numbers are way down. He averaged 15 points in the last 2 seasons after averaging 23. And as for Lonzo, he's averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. The Clippers didn't even make the playoffs or the play-in. They were the 12th seed. And no way, the Pacers and the Sixers are both in the play-in. They have to play each other. Let's see, are both of them going to make it out? Yes. The Pacers are playing the 1 seed and the Sixers are playing the 2 seed. So realistically, both of them are going to get eliminated. But whoa, both of them just upset. What the heck? Imagine both of them make it to the conference finals. The Pacers are out, but the Sixers are in the conference finals as a 7 seed. They're going up against this 4 seed Cavs team with 97 DeAndre Ayton, 93 Marvin Bagley, and 92 De'Aaron. Let's see if the Sixers can keep it competitive. They're going to lose game 1. They win game 2. They go down 2-1, and they tie the series up at 2. And in game 5, the Sixers have had a crazy comeback in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can hold the lead. So Marvin Bagley's at the line. He makes the first free throw. And to make it a 1-point game, his second free throw's good. LaMelo Ball's wearing number 18. I forgot to change that. LaMelo's going to swing it to OG Anunoby. 3 seconds left. OG on the drive. He's going to have to force the shot up, and it gets blocked. Why did that look like it was going to go in? De'Aaron Fox is also wearing number 18. He has 5 seconds on the shot clock. He swings it to Cason Wallace for 3, and he gives the Cavs a 2-point lead. LaMelo's gonna hit OG coming off a screen again, and he's gonna miss the deep 3. De'Aaron Fox is gonna throw it down low to Marvin Bagley. The Sixers could have stolen that. Now the Cavs get another chance here. De'Aaron's gonna make his way into the paint, and he's fouled by Wemby. So now he has a chance to put the Cavs up by 4. His first free throw's good, and to make it a 4-point game, his second free throw's good. The Sixers need to make something happen here badly. OG's gonna swing it to Nas Little for 3. He's gonna miss, and Wemby doesn't get the board. So the Sixers are gonna lose game 5. Franz Wagner dropped 33 on them, and LaMelo had 37. Wemby had 31, but other than Josh Giddey, they had no help. But in game 6, the Sixers have an amazing first half. Wemby and LaMelo combined for 80 points. And just like that, they're going to a game 7 as the 7th seed. And they're gonna do the impossible. They make the finals as the 7th seed. Wemby had 37 and 18. LaMelo had 27 and 11. And Nas Little stepped up. So now they're in the finals, and they're going up against the Rockets and Kyrie Irving. This team is insane. They have 97 Kyrie, 92 BI, and they have 86 Ace Bailey and 83 AJ DeBonsta. I don't like the way this looks for the Sixers. They're gonna lose game 1 by 6. They win game 2 though. Can they win game 3? No, they can't. They lose by 5. Can they tie the series up at 2? Yes. And in game 5, the Rockets went crazy in the first quarter. The Sixers are starting to come back, but they don't have enough time. Kyrie had 35 points and 15 assists on them. And in back-to-back game 6s, the Sixers are going to force a game 7. Wemby had 36 and 13, and the Rockets started to come back, but they ran out of time, and now we're going to a game 7. And LaMelo might be the first Ball brother to win a championship. They just have to hold this lead for 2 more minutes. Wemby being guarded by Kyrie. He's gonna force the layup. He misses it. He gets his own rebound though. He goes back up, and he's gonna make the and 1. So now he has a chance to give the Sixers a 4-point lead, and he knocks down the free throw. Ace Bailey's gonna use the screen from Cam Whitmore. He gets an open 3, but Josh Giddey gets a contest last second. OG with 5 seconds to go. He's gonna take the pull-up 3, and he falls down, and he still makes it. That was a crazy shot. Now we have Kyrie on the ISO on the other end. He gets fouled by Wemby. Kyrie made both free throws. The Sixers are still up by 5. They're gonna send the double team to Wemby. LaMelo's wide open in the corner, and he gives the Sixers an 8-point lead. If the Rockets don't score here, it might be over, but Brandon Ingram knocks down the 3. And now the Rockets are gonna foul here. Josh Giddey knocked down both free throws. The Rockets are gonna need a miracle here. Kyrie's gonna throw it down low to Tristan Thompson. Wemby gets the steal. The 76ers are gonna win game 7, and LaMelo Ball's an NBA champion. And LaMelo Ball's gonna win the finals MVP over Wemby, so he already has more finals MVPs than LaVar. He carried in game 7. He dropped 38, 10, and 7, and now he needs 2 more NBA championships to pass LaVar. Kevin Durant and Kevin Love are both gonna retire. They won 2 championships together, and KD won 6 MVPs and 2 finals MVPs. Derrick Rose is also gonna retire. He had a pretty good career career. DeMarcus Cousins is going to retire. Damian Lillard's going to retire. He only made 3 All-Star games in this simulation. And Paul George is going to retire with only 1 All-Star appearance. I didn't even realize Rudy Gobert was on the 76ers. And it wouldn't let me draft again for some reason, but the Clippers had the first pick and the 76ers had the 3rd pick. Hopefully these guys can develop into something good. LaMelo's going to stay at an 89 overall. LiAngelo's going to stay at an 88, but he's tied for the best player on the team with Mikal Bridges and Zachary Risachet. And Cameron Boozer's up to an 86, Dylan Harper's up to an 85, and even Jeremiah Fears is up to an 83. And then on the Pacers, Lonzo's going to stay at 90, and Shea's somehow an 89. Low-key, I should have picked LiAngelo to be on the Pacers with Lonzo. I thought Shea would definitely be better than this though. And Wemby's going to win the MVP, averaging 31 points and 11 rebounds per game. Cooper Flag's on the All-NBA second team. He averaged 24, 9, and 5 with a steal and a half and a block and a half. And Dylan Harper's not on any All-NBA team. LaMelo averaged 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. LiAngelo Ball, oh my gosh, he's all the way down to 12 points per game. He played all 82 games, but he's coming off the bench now. And Lonzo's averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. The Clippers are the 8 seed, they're in the play-in. And the Sixers are the 1 seed, and the Pacers are the 7 seed, they're also in the play-in. Let's see if they're gonna make it out. The Clippers don't make it out, but the Pacers do. I wish they were playing the Sixers in the first round, but they're playing the Bulls. The Pacers are gonna make it out of the first round. They're going up against a 6 seed in the second round, so they actually have a chance to make the conference finals. But in the second round, the Pacers are gonna get eliminated. The Sixers win in 7, and now they're going up against a 6-seeded Knicks team led by Ja Morant and Kristaps Porzingis. I thought they would easily make it out, but the series is tied up at 2, and in Game 5, the Sixers are making a comeback. They're only down by 3. They really need to score here. Wemby's gonna blow right by his man, and he makes it a 1-point game. Ja Morant on the drive. He uses the screen from Derek Queen. He's gonna take the jumper, and he misses it. Wemby with the size up. He's gonna take the step back mid-range, and it's off. So the Sixers have to foul here. We have Ja Morant at the line. He makes the first free throw, and to give the Knicks a 3-point lead, his second free throw's good. So the Sixers have no timeouts, and they don't have a lot of time here. They need to hit a 3. LaMelo's just gonna pull the 3 with no hesitation, and he somehow knocks it down to tie the game up. So the Knicks have 9 seconds here. We have Ja Morant bringing up the ball, taking his sweet time. 5 seconds to go. He almost gets a backcourt violation. I don't know what he's doing. He's gonna have to pull a limitless 3, and it's in and out. We're going into overtime. And in overtime, the Sixers are coming back, but they need a stop here. Ja's gonna use the screen. LaMelo gets stuck. Ja's gonna take the dunk, and it's a blocking foul. That was a terrible foul. Now he gets a chance to put the Knicks up by 5, and he does. Hyman's gonna swing it to Wemby. Wemby, please don't force the 3. He's gonna take the mid-range, though, and we're back to a 3-point game. They have to foul again. So now the Knicks have Kobe Buffkin at the line. He knocks down the first free throw, and to put the Knicks back up by 5, his second free throw's good. The Sixers don't have much time left. Wemby's gonna swing it to Josh Giddey in the corner. He takes the contested 3, it's off, and the Knicks are gonna take a 3-2 lead. Wemby had 29 and 14. LaMelo and Giddey both had 20, but their defense was terrible. Ja dropped 41 on them. And in Game 6, the Sixers started to make a comeback, but it's too late. They're gonna get eliminated. Ja Morant had 22 points and 22 assists. That is a crazy stat line, and in the finals, we have Knicks versus Kings, and Ja Morant's gonna win the finals MVP. Russell Westbrook's gonna retire at 39. He spent his whole career with the Trailblazers. James Harden retired at 38. He got traded to the Spurs in his last season. Klay Thompson retired. He was with the Celtics. Was he with them his whole career? Yes, he was. Jimmy Butler retires on the Pelicans. He was all over the place. He was in Golden State. He was in Portland. He was in Miami for a while. He was with the Knicks. He was with the Jazz and the Sixers. LiAngelo Ball starting to get worse. He's down to an 87. And Lonzo and LaMelo stay the same overall. Bro, if only we were able to draft Cooper Flagg. He just won an MVP. James Wiseman, another guy we drafted, wins Defensive Player of the Year. Wemby finished second in MVP for the second season in a row, but maybe not getting Cooper Flagg was a good thing. Cameron Boozer finished fourth in MVP. He's up to 21 points and 11 rebounds per game. The Clippers are actually good. They're up to the 4 seed. The 76ers are the 6 seed, and Lonzo's Pacers are the 9 seed. They're actually going to make it out of the play-in, and let's see how far these teams can go. The Clippers lose in the first round, but the Sixers and the Pacers make it out. If they could meet in the conference finals, that would be huge, but they're both going to get eliminated. And now the NBA champion's going to be the Kings, and Paolo wins a finals MVP. I just saw that Wembanyama retired. That kind of scared me. LaMelo's going to stay in 89. Last season, he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. LiAngelo drops even more to an 86, and that's coming off a season where he only averaged 8 points per game. He only started 1 game last season. And last season, Lonzo averaged pretty much about the same, 15.6 rebounds and 8 assists per game. He's definitely been the most consistent throughout his whole career out of the 3 Ball brothers. LaMelo's had the highest peak. He averaged 26 with the Raptors. And so far, LiAngelo's had the biggest fall off, but with this team they're surrounding him with, he still has a chance to pass LaVar in championships. LiAngelo's team is so good that he's down to the 9th man. Darren Peterson's gonna win MVP. I think this is the guy we took Cameron Boozer over. Cooper Flagg wins a Defensive Player of the Year, and Cameron Boozer's on the All-NBA first team again. He averaged 21 and 11, and Wemby's right there with him. He averaged 28 and 10. The Clippers get even better. They're up to the 3 seed. The Sixers are the 1 seed, and the Pacers are the 4 seed. Hopefully we can get a Sixers versus Pacers first round matchup, and the Pacers get eliminated. The Clippers and the Sixers both make it to the second round. Let's see if they can make the conference finals. They both do. So now we're gonna go slowly here. The Sixers are gonna go down 0-1. They tie the series up at 1 though. The Sixers take a 2-1 lead. They go up 3-1, but the Clippers are down 2-1. Let's see if the Clippers can tie the series up. They can't. It looks like they're gonna lose. They do. The Bucks are gonna force a game 6, and in game 6, the Sixers make it to the finals to go up against the Kings. So LaMelo has a chance to win a second ring here. The Sixers are gonna win game 1 by 2. They lose game 2 by 2. In game 3, they're gonna win by 8. Game 4, the Kings tie it up at 2. And in game 5, the Sixers lost the game in the first quarter. They started to come back, but it was too late. I didn't even realize they have Liam McNeely now. Him and Wemby both dropped 32. And LaMelo had a stinker. He had 10 points. He shot 4 for 10. And Darren Peterson dropped 44 on them. And in game 7, this score is absolutely terrible. The Sixers lost it from the first quarter. They lose by 50. And Darren Peterson's gonna win the regular season MVP and the finals MVP. And Steph Curry's gonna retire with the Thunder at the age of 42. He stayed his whole career with the Thunder. Kawhi's also going to retire. He's a free agent. Did he stay his whole career with the Pistons? He did. LaMelo's actually getting better. He's up to a 90 now. Last season, he was down to 18 points per game, though. And as for LiAngelo, he's not on the Clippers anymore. The Clippers finally get good. They have 4 90-pluses, and LiAngelo decides to leave. And Lonzo's going to stay with the Pacers. They have Wendell Carter now. I didn't even realize they got him. They traded for him last season. And Lonzo's so consistent. He averaged 15 and 9 last season. And let's see, LiAngelo Ball is 31. He's an 84 overall, and he decided to join the Hawks. And this Hawks team is pretty good. They have a 94 Jabari Smith, Bobo's a 91, and Devin Booker and Anthony Black are both 90 overalls. And the best part is, never mind, LiAngelo didn't leave, he got traded. What I was saying was, the best part is, after averaging 8 points per game last season, he gets to start this season. And Shea's gone from the Pacers. He got traded to the Jazz last season. The Hawks were the 2 seed last season behind the Sixers, and the Pacers were the 4 seed, so hopefully we get some playoff matchup between the brothers. Why couldn't this game let me draft Cooper Flagg? I mean, LiAngelo's on a new team now, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore. And Cameron Boozer's gone. I guess LiAngelo left at the perfect time. Liam McNeely left the Sixers. That's terrible for LaMelo. And Caden Boozer left the Pacers. What is going on? The Clippers are the 4 seed. I don't like to see that. But the Hawks are up to the 3 seed, and the 76ers are the 2 seed. And the Pacers didn't even make the playoffs. They were the 4 seed last season. All of a sudden, they're down to the 13th seed. Now let's see if we can get LiAngelo versus LaMelo in the second round. And the Hawks are going to blow it. The Sixers make it out in 7, but the Hawks lose in 7. LaMelo and the Sixers should be able to make it past the 6 seed. They're in the conference finals, but now they have to go up against 98 overall Cade Cunningham and Karl Anthony Towns. They are the 4 seed though, so the Sixers should win. They're going to lose game 1 though. They tie the series up at 1. They're going to win game 3 to take a 2-1 lead, and we have a 2-2 series. And in game 5, the Sixers are up 3 with less than 2 minutes to go. Wemby being guarded by Cat's going to take the fadeaway midi, and he misses it. Now we have Scoot on the fast break. He's going to take the layup, and he gets blocked. Now we have Wemby trying to get past Cat again. He's going to take the layup, and he puts the Sixers up by 5. Now we have Scoot being guarded by LaMelo. He's going to blow right by him, but he misses the 3. Wemby's going to try to make it past Cat again, and he makes the hook to put the Sixers up by 7. Now we have Scoot on the ISO trying to make it by LaMelo, and he gets blocked, and the Sixers get the rebound. And just like that, they're going to take a 3-2 lead, and now they're 1 win away from going back to the finals. But in game 6, the Wizards are going to win by 8. Cade dropped 32 on them, and now they're going to a game 7. And in game 7, the Sixers had a big lead halfway through the second quarter, but they're going to sell. They lose by 16. And I didn't even realize this, but the Wizards put up 50 in the fourth quarter. That is a terrible way to go out, and Cooper Flagg's going to win the finals MVP. And Kyrie's going to retire at the age of 39. He stayed with the Rockets for his whole career. Oh, never mind. He was drafted by the Clippers. I don't even remember that. Anthony Davis is going to retire. He was a free agent. He got traded. Whoa, I don't know if he got traded to or from the Pacers. Dante Exum's going to retire. He didn't even average a lot of points per game. He was like a 90 overall when he was averaging 8 points a game. And now it's time to see how much worse LiAngelo's going to get. LaMelo stays a 90. Lonzo also stays a 90. And then LiAngelo Ball drops 3 to an 81 overall. He only averaged 9 points per game last season. And that's because they took him out of the starting lineup. He only started 21 games. John Morant's going to win the MVP. And Lonzo's on the All-NBA second team. He averaged 16.6 rebounds and 10 assists per game. And at the age of 34, he makes his second All-NBA team and his first All-Star game. I don't know how he made an All-NBA team as the 9th seed, but the Hawks are the 5 seed and the the Sixers are the 3 seed. First, let's see, are the Pacers gonna make it out? No, they're not. So now we're just down to the Sixers and the Hawks. The Sixers are gonna lose in the first round. The Hawks make it out in 7, and they're going up against an 8 seed in the second round. And this 8 seed looks pretty good. They have James Wiseman and VJ Edgecombe. The Hawks should be able to win, though. They're gonna lose game 1. They win game 2 to tie the series up at 1. They go down 2-1, and they're going to go down 3-1 to an 8 seed. And in game 5, the Hawks are eliminated. The 8 seed are going to move on to the finals, and they're going to lose in 7. Paolo's going to win another finals MVP. LiAngelo's all the way down to a 79, and this is after a year of averaging 9 points per game. I don't like where this is going. Lonzo's starting to drop. He's still an 89, though. And at the age of 30, LaMelo's going to stay a 90 overall. Ja Morant's going to win back-to-back MVPs. And Dink Pate, who I think is supposed to be in the upcoming draft, just won Rookie of the Year. He just played his first season at 27 years old. In LaMelo Ball's 13th season, he averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. LiAngelo only averaged 7 points per game. This is not good, and he shot 35%. His efficiency is terrible. And Lonzo's the best player on the team. Miles Turner's gone, and Lonzo averaged 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. The Sixers are the 1 seed, and the Hawks and the Pacers didn't even make the play-in. The Hawks were the 13th seed, and the Pacers were the 15th seed. So the Sixers are the only team making the postseason out of the 3, and they're gonna lose in the first round to the 8 seed Nets. This Nets team is crazy. They made the finals last year, but this year it's gonna be the Clippers winning. LiAngelo could have had a ring if only he didn't get traded from this team. And at the age of 34, LiAngelo's gonna be the first Ball brother to retire. He finished his career with nearly 14,000 points, and LaVar had 26,000, so he's not gonna beat him. But Lonzo and LaMelo still have a chance. I can't believe he would have had a ring if he didn't get traded. And LiAngelo's unfortunately not gonna be making the Hall of Fame. I don't know if I showed this before, but LaVar made the Hall of Fame, so Lonzo and LaMelo still have a chance to join him. LaMelo's not dropping it. He's still a 90 overall, and Lonzo's dropping to an 87. But that makes sense. He's 4 years older than LaMelo. Darren Peterson's going to win his second MVP. Let's see how Lonzo and LaMelo did. LaMelo averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Lonzo has Reed Shepherd on the team now. He got traded from Charlotte. And Lonzo, oh my gosh, Lonzo's all the way down to 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. What happened? He's out of the starting lineup now. He only started 13 games. The Pacers aren't even in the play-in again. And the Sixers are the 2 seed. Let's see if LaMelo can win his second championship. They get past the Nets. I think the Nets were up 2-1 and blew that lead. But now they have to play this 3 seed Wizards team again, and they look even better. Cat's down to a 95, though. They might have a chance. They're going to win game 1. They take a 2-0 lead. The Wizards are going to win game 3, though, and they tie the series up at 2. And in game 5, the Sixers run away with it in the 4th. Wemby had 32 and 10, and LaMelo had 22 and 10. So now they're just 1 win away from the conference finals, and the Wizards force a game 7. Cade dropped 41 on them. And in game 7, the Sixers are going to blow it. They lose by 7. And just like that, they're not going to make the conference finals. The Knicks are going to win, so now Ja Morant has 2 regular season MVPs and 2 finals MVPs. LaMelo's going to stay at a 90. He's not dropping yet. And Lonzo's going to drop to an 86. Okay, what? LiAngelo's former teammate Carmelo Anthony is the Pacers coach. Darren Peterson wins a 3rd MVP. And Bryce James wins a 6th Man of the Year. I didn't even realize he was in the league. Whoa, Lonzo got traded. He's not here anymore. And wait, LaMelo's not here anymore. What is going on? LaMelo got traded to the Wizards. And Lonzo got traded to the Nets. Are the Wizards and the Nets any good? LaMelo goes from a 1st seed team to a 4th seed team. And Lonzo goes from the 6th seed Pacers to the 10th seeded Nets. Did they at least have decent seasons though? I just realized he's playing with Cade. I forgot about Cade and Cat, but I guess Cat's not here anymore. LaMelo averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists per game, and Lonzo averaged 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. Are the Nets gonna make it out of the play-in? No, they're not. And let's see how far LaMelo and the Wizards can make it. They're in the 2nd round against his former team. Real quick before we start, let's see who he got traded for. It was Jace Richardson, and Lonzo got traded for Ricochet. I just realized LaMelo's coming off the bench because they have a 92 at point guard and a 97 Cade at shooting guard. And now they have to go up against this Sixer team. Imagine they win a ring the first year when they traded LaMelo. I'm just gonna simulate around. I'm scared for the outcome, but the Wizards make it out in 6. Now they have to play a 2 seed Bucks team with LiAngelo's former teammate Cameron Boozer, and they also have another 98 overall. I don't like this. The Wizards are gonna win game 1 though. The Bucks are gonna tie the series up at 1. The Wizards take a 2-1 lead, and the Bucks tie it up at 2. And in game 5, the Wizards are gonna blow it in the 4th quarter. They could make a comeback, but it looks like they're not going to. They had that game in the bag. Cade had 36, LaMelo only had 16, and it wasn't even one person that went off for them. Everyone did. And the Wizards are fighting back in game 6. They just need to hold the lead for 2 more minutes to force a game 7. Murray's on the isos and a spin into the paint, and he makes the layup to give the Bucks the lead. Harrington trying to make his way into the paint, gets a layup, and the Wizards are back up. Burries is gonna pull the 3 with no hesitation, and he misses it. Now we have a Wizards fast break. Sheridan is gonna lose the ball, and he gets a turnover. So now we have a Bucks fast fast break. Let's see if Cade can stop it. They're going to throw it to Powell, and he's going to pull a deep fadeaway three. I don't know what he's doing. Cade Cunningham on the ISO, trying to make his way into the paint. Throws it down low to Sheridan for the layup, and he gets blocked. This is terrible basketball being played by both teams right now. Barry's is going to get right by LaMelo for the layup, and he gets fouled. His first free throw's up, and he ties the game up. And to give the Bucks the lead, his second free throw's good. The Wizards have no timeouts, and if they lose here, they're eliminated. Harrington's going to use the screen. He gets a wide open step back mid-range, but he misses it, and the center gets a putback. 4 seconds to go. All the Wizards need here is a stop. Barry's going to swing it out for the three, and he's going to knock it down. The Bucks are moving on to the finals. That is a crazy way to get eliminated. And in the finals, we have Bucks Spurs, and the Bucks are going to win. And after getting traded to the Nets, Lonzo Ball's going to retire. He's going to finish his career with nearly 20,000 points, so he doesn't beat LaVar, but he definitely beats LaVar in assists. He finished his career with 12,000. So as of right now, Lonzo's 16th in assists. I'm surprised he's not even top 10. If he played 1 or 2 more seasons, he probably would have been. And Lonzo Ball's also 16th in triple doubles. And Lonzo Ball's not going to make the Hall of Fame, so it's up to LaMelo now. Lonzo is going to get his jersey retired by the Pacers though. And because the Wizards have 3 point guard shooting guards that are 89 overall or better, we're going to move Cade to a small forward since he has the highest interior D and rebounding out of the 3. And just like that, all 3 of them are starting. Cooper Flagg's going to win the MVP. Carmelo Anthony wins Coach of the Year. He's on the Kings now. Okay, what is going on with 2K? Wemby's on the All-NBA second team, but he's also on the All-NBA third team. I guess it's glitched because it says All-NBA third team 2036. But why is he here? And in LaMelo's first full season with the Wizards, he averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. They picked up Brandon Miller on a 1-year, $3 million deal. And none of that matters. They didn't even make the playoffs. They're the 7th seed. Let's see if they can make it out of the play, and they do, but they have to go up against the 1 seed Hawks. I don't know how this team is an 8 seed. They win the first 2 games, and they make it out in 6. They might be able to make a run here, but first, they have to go up against a 99 overall and a 97 overall. Let's see if they can make it out. They're going to win game 1. They don't take a 2-0 lead, and the Heat go up 2-1. This isn't looking good. The Wizards tie the series up at 2, though. And in game 5, the Wizards are running away with it. They're going to win by about 10. And Cade Cunningham dropped 53 points. Let's see if we can get one more game of that from Cade. The Wizards are going to advance to the conference finals. Cade put up 43 in game 6, and now they have to go up against the 3 seed 76ers, LaMelo's former team. The Wizards are going to win game 1. They take a 2-0 lead. What is going on? They're up 3-0. I don't know how. And they're going to make it out in 4 games. So they just swept the 3 seed in the conference finals, and in the NBA finals, they're going up against Darren Peterson. This guy already has 3 rings and 3 MVPs. Cade Cunningham, please carry us to the promised land. Game 1's going to go to the Kings. They win by 18. I don't like the fact that they won by so much. They win game 2 by 6. They're going to take a 3-0 lead. They win by 1, and they're going to sweep the Wizards. Ben Simmons is going to retire. He actually had a really good career. He had 16 All-Star appearances, and he finished his career with 31,000 points and 15,000 rebounds. And he almost had 10,000 assists. Trae Young's going to retire. He was with the Hornets his whole career, and LaMelo's dropping, but he's only down to an 87 overall. And now that Brandon Miller's gone, LaMelo Ball's starting again. Darren Peterson's going to win his 4th MVP, and LaMelo's not on the team anymore. I think they traded him to the Jazz for Bronny. Yeah, LaMelo's on the Jazz now. They traded him for Bronny. This team is pretty good. They have Elijah Arenas, who's a 98 overall, and both the Wizards and the Jazz are the 3 seed. In the first round, the Jazz are going up against the Mavericks. They're going to win in 5, and now they have to play a 2-seeded Spurs team with 99 overall Cooper Flagg. This is probably not going to go well for them. They win game 1 by 4. The Spurs tie the series up at 1. The Jazz take a 2-1 lead. They win by 31, and they're up 3-1 with another blowout. The Spurs are going to take game 5, though. And in game 6, are the Spurs going to force a game 7? No, they're not. So now the Jazz are playing a 4-seed Rockets team with 99 AJ DeBonsta and 97 Ace Bailey. And if they win this series, they have a chance to play the 3-seeded Wizards in the finals. Game 1's going to go to the Jazz. They win by 7. The Rockets tie the series up at 1, though. Game 3, please win. They're going to lose. And in game 4, they're also going to lose. They get blown out. So the Wizards are up 3-1. The Jazz are down 3-1, and they're probably not going to make it out here. They force a game 6, though, and in game 6, it looks like they're just barely going to make it out in the 4th quarter. LaMelo led the team with 24 points and 9 assists. He shot 8 for 12. And now we're going to a game 7. If they win, LaMelo can get revenge on the team who traded him away. And in game 7, the Jazz are going to lose. They really could have played the Wizards, and they lost because Ace Bailey dropped 44 on them. And now in the finals, the Rockets are going to sweep the Wizards. Ace Bailey wins the finals MVP. And Giannis is going to retire at the age of 43. Curry. I don't know why he went to the Mavericks. This is literally like Tony Parker going to the Hornets, because he was on the Thunder since 2013. And is LaMelo Ball going to stay? Yes, he's going to stay. He signs a 3-year deal, but he's down to an 85 overall. He's still the best point guard on their team, though, so he's going to keep his starting position. AJ DeBonster's going to win an MVP. And in his first full season with the Jazz, LaMelo averaged 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. The Jazz are the 3 seed again. Let's see if they can actually make the finals this time. In the first round, they're going up against the Clippers. They're going to sweep. Now they have to play this 7 seed Pelicans team. I have no idea how this team even made it to the second round. They look pretty bad, and the Jazz are going to make it out in 5. But now they have to play this overpowered Rockets team who added Chet Holmgren to their team. And they have another chance to play the Wizards in the finals. Game 1's going to go to the Rockets. They blow out the Jazz. They're going to win Game 2 with another blowout. The Jazz win Game 3, though. On to Game 4. The Jazz tie the series up at 2. And in Game 5, the Rockets are coming back. The Jazz are only up by 2. LaMelo's going to swing it to Elijah Arenas for the 3, and he puts the Jazz up by 5. AJ DeBonster's going to use the screen from Chet. He's going to swing it out to Daniels for the wide open 3. That was terrible defense from LaMelo. Kelly on the ISO. He's going to take a contested layup, and he gets fouled. AJ DeBonster fouled out. That was a terrible shot. I don't know how that was a foul. He's going to just barely miss his first free throw. Let's see if he can at least put the Jazz up by 3, and that's what he's going to do. So now that he missed the free throw, the Rockets can tie the game up with a 3 here. Daniels is going to swing it to Chet. The Jazz almost get the steal, but we have a 1-point game. LaMelo's going to throw it down low to Kelly. Kelly being guarded by Scotty Barnes is going to take the post hook, and it's off. The Rockets have a chance to win the game now. It looks like the Rockets are going to chew down the clock for the last shot. Daniels is going to use the screen with 3 seconds to go. He pulls the 3 over LaMelo. It's off. And the Jazz are going to take a 3-2 lead. That's a huge win for the Jazz. This auto-generated guy led the team with 28 points and 12 rebounds. And the Jazz just need one more game to make the finals. Let's see, are they going to make it past the Rockets? They do. And now they have to go up against Cameron Boozer and the Bucks in the NBA Finals. Game 1's going to go to the Jazz. They win by 4. And they're going to go up 2-0. They win by 4 again. No way they go up 3-0. They win by 5. All these games are close. And they're not going to sweep. That was a pretty bad Game 4 for them. The Bucks are also going to win Game 5. I don't like where this is going. They were just up 3-0. Now it's 3-2. And in Game 6, the Jazz finally remember how to play basketball. LaMelo's now a 2-time champion, just like LaVar. And Elijah Arenas is going to win the Finals MVP. And LaMelo's going to retire on top as a 2-time NBA champion. Currently, LaVar Ball is 54th in points with 26,896. And LaMelo Ball is going to finish his career 42nd with 28,260. LaMelo was almost top 10 in threes. He finished at number 13. LaMelo finishes 42nd in assists. He almost had 10,000. And moment of truth, is LaMelo going to make the Hall of Fame? He is. So he joins LaVar Ball. The fact that Curry hit 7,000 threes is crazy. If you guys want to see me play his current career until he retires, click the video on the screen right now.